Russia has announced that its annual military parade in Moscow will be scaled back this year, with fewer troops and no tanks or missiles on display. The event is held to commemorate victory in the Second World War. The Kremlin said the ceremony would be smaller because of what they call the terrorist threat from Ukraine. Meanwhile, fires at a Russian oil refinery that was hit by Ukrainian drones in the Black Sea port have just been brought under control. Our Russian editor, Steve Rosenberg, reports.
Russia's war is coming home. The town of Tuapse hit by Ukrainian drones, an oil refinery there burning. Yesterday's attack was the third in 2 weeks on this Black Sea port. Ukraine has been trying to disrupt Russia's oil exports and slash its war chest, spilling onto the road and spreading like lava, burning oil. When the local governor arrived on the scene, what he saw was a town being engulfed in smoke. The fact they keep hitting the same target, it's terrible, this local resident says, and it's shameful that we're being treated like this. In Moscow, President Putin told officials that drone strikes against civilian infrastructure were becoming more frequent. Due to what it calls the terrorist threat, the Kremlin has scaled back plans for next month's annual World War II Victory Day parade. For the first time in nearly 2 decades, there'll be no tanks, missiles, no military hardware on Red Square. It's a sign that Russia's war on Ukraine has not gone to plan. Officially, the message from Moscow is Russia will be victorious, Ukraine will be defeated. But what the Kremlin had imagined would be a short military operation against Kiev became a war which is now in its 5th year with no end in sight. Russians are starting to see that. They told us this would be an operation, so I thought it would be a short conflict. Yelena says that was my mistake. The general mood, he says, is one of depression. Everyone is sick and tired, says Nastya. I'd like there to be peace as soon as possible. And after the attacks in southern Russia, there are now oil spills in the Black Sea. Efforts are underway to try to avert an environmental disaster. Steve Rosenberg, BBC News, Moscow.
The Old Bailey has heard that a series of arson attacks on property linked to the Prime Minister were orchestrated by a Russian-speaking contact called El Money, who promised payment in cryptocurrency. 3 men, 2 Ukrainians aged 22 and 35 and a Romanian who's 27, are accused of plotting the series of fires in North London last spring.